Welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. Today we're going to show you how you can take deer meat and fat off of that hog you just killed and come up with an excellent alternative to beef that's extremely expensive today. So to start with, all we're going to do is take, I believe it is 6 pounds of cubed up venison from a deer that Kyla had killed back during deer season, and a little over a pound of fat off of the hog we just butchered. You want to start with it nice and cold. You'll notice this stuff's almost frozen. Actually, it is still kind of frozen. And so just get it and break it off in manageable pieces. And you want it kind of froze because your grinder's going to work better at mixing all this together and getting it ground if it's a little bit frozen. Not completely froze, obviously, but a little bit. So just get all this pulled apart to where it actually go down through the grinder. And y'all, it doesn't get much more organic than this. I have to get a knife out on some of these. Get it broke down small enough. What we're doing here is an 80-20% grind. Basically that means 80% venison to 20% fat. And that gives you a really good ratio when working with this extra lean deer meat. We'll get the grinder turned on and let you watch a little bit of grinding. Just mix fat as you go. And I like to always load my little hopper up before I get going so that it's not running dry. Now after you've gone through with that first grind, we used a medium coarse plate. We're going to switch it out to a finer plate. And while this stuff is still frozen kinda, we're going to run it back through there again. It's a whole lot easier to do it when it's really cold. Now's when it gets a little bit harder because you're working with already minced meat. It's just really coarse. And if you can see here, just how coarse it is. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that is some fine looking ground meat. And it looks like you just picked it up from the butcher shop. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick. There's always going to be a little bit of meat that gets hung up in that grinder housing. I'll show you a little trick how I get it out of there. Alright, right here's your little tip. Get you some ice. Just a few pieces. Doesn't take a lot. And run it through the grinder. And what that does is it spits out just about all that meat that's left in there. Makes for less waste, less cleanup. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us at the Piney Woods Homestead as we showed you how we take something that's naturally organic and turn it into really fine ground meat for meals here at the homestead. And what you're looking at here is just over 7 pounds of ground beef. Ground beef. Beef with quotations. Now, if you had to buy that at your grocery store, what would it cost you right now? Thanks for liking the video. Hit the old thumbs up for us. Subscribe if you hadn't. If you have, y'all, we appreciate you. Have a good day, a great week. We'll see you on the next one.